Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium of East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup, which should be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. These guys are playing extremely well, 8-2 over their last 10. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that the same them last week resolves itself this time around.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. But here are the key inactives for this one, Charles. And as you get towards the latter stages of the season, you hope that this is a clean graphic with no names, but well, that's hard to do in the NFL.
Yeah, there's almost no way you think it's going to be like that. It's just a matter of what names are on the list and how you prepare to play without them. Everyone wants to finish strong. Well, the only way to do it, forget the inactive list and focus on the guys who are going to take the field.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Good. Go.
Now Fields. Caught. It's Wilson. Unable to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Jets.
Here we go,
first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Fields. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And the Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Right.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
Back at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw, Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio.
A-chain hit, and the ball is held. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball. Make sure you're taking care of it. That will cost them.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields. Throw out wide is incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people. Put them on the ground.
First down.
Right.
1st and 10 at the
321.
20-yard
In motion right is Wilson. Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
on the pickup. It's
Here we go.
2nd and 8.
Ball again on 2nd down. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. 550.
Fields now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So on comes a field goal unit for the Jets. Here's Nick Folk. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Tua. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 54 yards and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Here's Tua. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will take over. Here comes the Miami defense. They make their way back onto the field. And they did well down near the goal line last time, forcing him to settle for a short field goal.
And in today's day and age, settling for a field goal of that distance is amazing. You can get 3 points now, where it's going to give you only 1 point for the extra point, which will be a little bit longer. You don't have to feel fantastic about only giving up 3 in that situation. It could have been so much worse.
Yeah, it could have. Now can they carry that over? Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Hall again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You talk about this Miami defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary. Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3-and-out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this returnable for Hill. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And here we are in the month of December with his name sitting atop the leaders in rushing yards as the season nears its end. Strong finish here in the final stretch of games could earn him the crown. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 31-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Open man is Waddle, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it with Achane. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Here's Jake Bailey now.
In formation for the Dolphins.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go. Hurry up. 222.
Paul want to give up the middle. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here we go. 19 instruction.
And here's Fields. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. He's going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They thought he could win every battle.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Hill to return it. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. Now, he's had a knack for finding the end zone all season long. His numbers reflect that. Here we are in the month of December, and he sits atop the NFL leaderboard in terms of rushing touchdowns. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Aquino with it. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards. That's good for a Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Little short pass here to Hill. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's in the cup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At their 40.
Tua going to throw. They set up the screen. Achan has it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The Dolphins first down. An 8-yard pickup. And the Dolphins.
Tua going to give this to Wright. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Dolphins at 10-2 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Right here.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Miami.
Achan gets it from the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first day in carry, so it's 2nd and 9. These two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. Open man, Westbrook-Aquino. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
6-yard line.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To throw is Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. And his throw is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll try and do this himself. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They'll go again with Ball. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Wow, that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. And this is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, out and back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The calendar now reads December. The holiday season is upon us, and the playoff picture starting to take shape. Let's get into it. Our look around the NFL starts now. In Atlanta, the Falcons at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And it's last year's 8th overall pick, Michael Penix. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And it's Brian Thomas Jr. He'll take this one in, one of 2 touchdowns for him in the first half. This one's gone to halftime with the Jaguars with a 14-10 lead at the half. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And this is not exactly a thing of beauty, but it'll do the job. Well done here. It's a touchdown. This one's gone to halftime now, and it's the Vikings on top in this one at halftime. With that, we take a look at the rest of the action going on around the NFL here in Week 14. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is the score as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to get this out to the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Hand off to Achane to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. But he lost 6 there on the first down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Here we go. We're good.
Here's Fields. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Jets.
Don't jump, ready?
In motion right, that's Wilson.
20-yard line.
A handoff for Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Jack Jones. A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Back to throw, Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Fields. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. On now is Nick Folk in the field goal unit for the Jets. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Folk's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. So 8 yards on the completion there, and 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Achane. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Right here.
A gain of 7.
Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's a toss left for Achane. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
The Dolphin first down.
All right.
Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Tua. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal, Miami.
Tua sets up to pass it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead. Patterson now for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Hurry up, hurry up.
In motion right is Wilson.
30-yard line.
Here's a give to Hall. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
9 yards to go.
A shotgun snap, Fields. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
So they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Off play action, Fields. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Jamie Sherwood there to make the stop.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 40.
Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. A gain of 13 yards.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. It's Hill. Complete. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
All right.
Tua going to throw. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And with the yardage picked up on that last throw, that's going to move him over 4,000 yards passing for the season. And even in today's age of offense, that's a number that's meaningful to quarterbacks. It's not an easy plateau to get to. He's got his target. That's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And the Dolphins first down.
Tua to throw again. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Patterson's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here we go, son.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
Now it's Fields. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 10.
Here's Fields. He will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Folk's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3, and then I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Again, it's Achane. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So now Justin Fields and the Jets down by 5. 1:55 remaining.
Here we go.
And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. Pass complete to Taylor. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there. And now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down. Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field. But you know, sooner or later, they're going to have to stop the clock.
It's now 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
A loss of a yard. It's
4th down. Fields has to have this one. incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Miami, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.